Hello! Just thought I would check in and do a quick garden tour of the spring garden before everything really gets going. It is November the 18th today. Went up to 30 degrees Celsius, but it's cooling down now, so it's beautiful. We're just about to head into golden hour, which is my favorite time of the day, and I'm just gonna tour our tiny little garden that's just at the beginning, and hopefully it'll look completely different in a couple months' time. Alright, so this is our little patch. So we've got the 4 apple crates that we kind of started as soon as we moved in here. And then we've got this InGround bed, which we just started before winter. And then this new InGround bed as well. So I'll just go a bit closer so we can see what's growing in them and what's coming. Alright, so coming up to crate number 1, we've got our rainbow shard, which is going to flower. We got quite a bit over the winter. This one I definitely have to collect seeds from when they start to come, because this was not touched by a single bug this winter. And it was delicious. Everything else around it was getting demolished. So we have pulled out most of the carrots, and in their place we've been planting out some capsicum. Ryan just started the seeds from the capsicum in the store, so I'm interested to see if we actually get any fruit, what the fruit's going to be like. That one's doing the best. I did plant out about 10 of them, and half of them got demolished, so hopefully we get something out of what's left. Just have some onion going to flower, green onion, and then these carrot tops over here are going to flower, but we wanted them to do that. So what we actually did was we harvested the carrots, cut off the tops, and then just replanted them back in the ground. And because they're quite stressed, they're not going to grow another carrot, but the theory is that they should go to flower, and then we can get the carrot seeds without having to leave delicious carrots in the earth. So we'll see how it goes. Everything here is really just an experiment with everything that we're finding all bits of information online and trying it out. Basil's a bit flustered that someone's come close. Alright, and then hiding under these 2 beds, I've just put this up today just to give them a little bit of dappled shade. This was the first time it's been quite hot, so I've planted a whole bunch of beans. This is my second time around planting beans. Again, demolished by snails and slugs. The snails and slugs have been ridiculous this year. First of all, we're new to gardening. This is only our 3rd growing season. Second of all, we're trying to be organic, and this was a really wet winter. So, oh, hold on, I'm being called for. Let's see what the kids need. She's just looking for me, so she's about to come out here and bombard me with questions. So I'll see how much I can say before she gets over here. Yeah, so the snails have been crazy. I mean, short of coming out here every night and killing them, they've been really hard to manage. I know we can definitely improve some things with the way our garden's set up, but I came this close to using chemicals. I've got the iron in the shed if they eat any more of my babies, but hopefully we've made it through without needing to use it. So hopefully that's it for snails and slugs this season. Hello. Isn't the light beautiful?
Is it your favorite sunset yet, or did that?
It is golden hour. It is my favorite time of evening. I mean, it makes me look amazing. Alright, so this is the only bean that survived from my first lot. All these others are new ones. So what do we got? We've got bush bean strike, and a bush bean just means that it's not a climbing bean. Cherokee wax, so those are going to be yellow beans, and then a gourmet bush bean. And then in the next box, I really should have taken this off, but so the plan with this box is these lettuces. Isabel, just give me 1 minute, please, okay? These lettuces won't be able to withstand the summer sun, so on that side, I've planted some climbing beans because the hot summer sun comes from that side. So they'll climb over a little trellis that we're going to put here. And then on this side, I've planted cucumbers. Again, this is my second bout of planting cucumbers because they got eaten. So hopefully these ones go good. This beet I left in here to go to flower. It's not going to flower. It's a monster. It just keeps pumping out greens, but I can't really complain. These ones are, the big ones are quite bitter, but if you come in here and you get the little baby ones, we just throw those in our salads. And then this last box is our elephant garlic box and parsley. Parsley has gone to seed, and the elephant garlic, in one of my other videos I said I wasn't sure if it was going to turn into garlic this year, but we finally got our scapes, which are these. I mean, I don't know if anyone's ever grown garlic before, but when I grew garlic, it maybe came up to here. And this is like going up into the sky. So I had to dig down really, really deep to check one, and it definitely does have a big bulb, but it hasn't started segmenting yet. So I think we still have a ways to go, but we should get elephant garlic this year. Alright, so these are the in-ground beds, which, I mean, we're doing no dig, so I'm not expecting great results from the beginning because I don't think we put enough compost down, but we just wanted to get things in the ground. So this whole bed, we're doing ground cover, or chop and drop, or there's another term for it, but I can't remember. But basically this whole bed is an organic mix from Green Life soil, and we're just going to let it grow to a certain height and then chop it, and it's going to fix nitrogen in the soil. And then I wanted to do that with something that we could actually use. So I did some research, and this bed I've actually done radish and arugula. Oh, you can't see it. So once that gets to like baby radish and arugula leaves, I can chop some of it for us to use, and I can drop the rest for it to add to the soil. And then our last bed here is going to be our fruiting summer bed. So right here I've got how do I get my hand down there? One watermelon that survived out of 3 that I planted. I've got some more seeds going in the greenhouse to keep going. Yeah? Oh, the dog's out. Every once in a while Cleo gets to go on a little adventure. Luckily there's no sheep or chickens back here. Cleo! Cleo! Come here! Come here! Stop, stop, stop. Stop, stop, stop. Good girl, you stay. Sit. Cleo, sit. Show everyone how good you are. Oh, good girl, you stay. Immediately after I stopped hitting record, or immediately after I stopped recording, she ran off. So then we had to go chase her. And then we had to go back in and do something in the oven again. Now we can go back out to the garden. This was all from the pea straw. We just let the peas grow, but we're about to chop and drop. Same principle as the beds over there. And then I've got a few different varieties of tomatoes this year. So everything got started a little bit late this year just because of the weather and all the slugs and things that were happening. But now I'm trying to remember which tomatoes are which. I can't remember which ones are which. But we've definitely got some beef eaters. And we've got some tigerellas or tiger striped, green striped tomatoes. And I think I've got some black tomatoes from what I can remember. So, and then I started some rosella seedlings. I was really interested to try those. So rosella is a hibiscus, but it's the hibiscus that's really good for you, high in vitamin C. You can get like the little flowers that you put in your alcoholic drinks and things. So not sure how they'll turn out, but I'm excited to see if they grow into actual flowers. And then at the end here, where it's got the most shade so it doesn't get burned, we've got 3 zucchini plants, which I had to cheat and buy zucchini plants from the store because my seeds, oh, I lie. My seeds didn't get eaten. I thought I was being a genius by putting these copper rings around them to stop the snails from getting them. It worked, but then on our first hot day, it cooked them. They shriveled up into nothing. So, live and learn, that technique doesn't work. And then here, we've just got some straw bales under here. Yes, Cleo. That we are gonna garden in. So basically you just add, well, it's a bit more complicated, but you add fertilizer and lots of water and the straw bales start to break down, and then you can plant the plants directly into them. And the straw bale breaks down and there's microorganisms in there and fungus and all sorts of things that help the plant grow. It worked well for us in Lakelands. So we'll see if it works here. What else we got going on? This is a little lemon tree that we moved from the playground area. Mulberry cutting I got for free from trading some microgreens. And then we've got cherry tomatoes in here. I'm gonna train them along this fence line once they start growing. Hello, beautiful, beautiful girl. Alright, coming towards the other monsters. I think they're playing mums and dads. You probably can't hear them, but Isabel's basically scolding Xavier all the time, which tells me I think I do that to Ryan. Whoops. Alright. So, we've got these food grade barrels, and we cut them in half, drilled some holes in the bottom, and we've purchased some fruit trees, and even though our orchard area isn't ready to be planted into, we're just going to keep them in here for a couple of years, keep a close eye on them. Ouch! Just stepped on something sharp, and then we can move them out to the orchard later. And then while they're back here and they're not taking up so much space, I've just planted in some veggies so we can have more. So this is a Granny Smith apple, which when we first got it was just a naked stick. And this one's a Pink Lady apple. Same thing, was pretty much a naked stick. And then I've got capsicum, tomato, Lebanese cucumber, capsicum. The capsicum in here is looking a lot better than the capsicum out there. It'll be interesting to see how the different veggies turn out. Alright, and here we've got an almond tree with a cucumber in there, a peach tree with peaches on it already. I'm amazed. I don't know how they'll turn out or if we'll even get a chance to eat them. We do have a lot of 28s in the area, but I don't know if we'll commit to netting it this year, if we'll just wait. Another almond tree with some strawberries and tomatoes. Carob tree, which is an alternative to chocolate, and it's a good nitrogen fixing tree, so when we do our orchard, apparently it's a good idea to interplant with some nitrogen fixing species. I can't remember the terminology, a triad or a trio or something like that. More strawberries, a big white cucumber. I can't remember what it's called, but it's going to be a white cucumber. This is one of the only original cucumbers that I planted that survived, and that's because it was over here. And then a fake tree that we bought from a local market a few weeks ago. So that's it for the garden tour for now. So hopefully not too long of a video. Mostly I'm recording this for us so we can see what worked and what didn't, and sharing it with family and friends, and if anyone else wants to join in and watch two people who don't really know what they're doing but are willing to really give it a go, and watch us make our mistakes and watch us have our successes. So maybe I'll do a garden tour in the summer when everything's growing really, really well, hopefully. And then I can show you what didn't work and what worked well. All right, have a good spring, everyone.